So it's been 2 months since we launched our A-frame home on Airbnb, and I know you're dying to know how it's going, what are the results, and the results have been interesting in a good way and a bad way, and I want to talk about it in this video. I really want to focus on 4 things that I've learned as a new Airbnb host, and some of you guys already know this, but we did it differently. So we actually lived in the A-frame home first for 2 years, and then we bought this place and moving into this place and remodeling it and things like that. But I feel like living in the A-frame gave us a little bit of an advantage because we understood the market, we understood the area, we understood the neighborhood, we understood some of the gaps, right, in the competition around us. And so I feel like people that get into Airbnb, the first thing they do is get a loan and then buy the house, furnish it real quick, and list on Airbnb. But no, we actually lived in the home. We understand the layout and how to best set it up for the guest, for an optimal guest experience, because we took ownership. We lived there. We cared about all the little details. And so I really feel like that helped us. And with that said, I mean, we've been booked every single day since we launched, from $150 a night to $250 a night. We even achieved Airbnb Superhost status within 2 months and Vrbo Premier status with over 30 plus 5-star reviews. It's been insane. It's been incredible. I can't wait to share with you what we've learned. By the way, this video is sponsored by North One, but more on them later. The first thing I'd say I learned is that Airbnb is actually quite more passive than I thought it was gonna be. Now, I know you hear a lot of people that say Airbnb is like super passive, you don't have to lift up a finger. There's other people on the other side of the spectrum that say Airbnb is not passive at all, just stick to long-term rentals. And I just didn't find either of those to be true. And so you really just don't know until you set it up and have your own systems in place. But for me, man, I was shocked. I was pretty shocked. And I really think there's 3 things that really contributed to the success of it being, I guess, passive for me. And the first thing I'd say is that, I went into this not as a side hustle. I went into this actually wanting to be the best and wanting to actually serve people the best in the area. So I actually wanted it to be a legit business and not just a side hustle part-time thing for me. So I went in full-time doing my best to set it up, right? That's the first thing. The second thing I'd say is you live and die by your team. So literally caring about what your team has to say and try to make their job as easy as possible. For example, my cleaner came to me saying, hey, it's just taking too long for me to dry all these linens, especially if there's 5 people staying at the house. It's just taking too long. Why don't you get a second dryer? Now, I could have said, hey, this is just your job, you figure it out. No, I listened to her, got a second dryer, and that cut her cleaning time in half. So she's getting paid more because she's saving time, and guests can check in early, which makes them happy. So I got guests and my team happier, which means they're bugging me less, right? And it makes it a little bit more passive. The third thing is really over communicating by labeling everything and automating messages. So we literally have everything labeled, right? From where the utensil's at, extra cups, light switches, and we have all our messages automated, all the necessary information. We don't like overwhelm them with information about the house, but just the necessary information, and then check in with them during their stay, and of course after when they check out. So those 3 things that really I feel like have contributed to it. And so I feel like really having a customer service oriented approach, a customer-centric approach, I should say, towards this business has made it more passive for me, because the more I care for them, the more they care for me, and the more I focus on making it easier for them, the easier it comes for me, and it's just a full circle thing, and it's just awesome. The second thing I learned is that you're gonna purchase a lot of inventory for your Airbnb. And with that said, you're definitely gonna wanna start tracking and categorizing all your expenses. So you're gonna wanna use like a platform like QuickBooks to keep track of all that, but also to keep track of your receipts, because you're gonna lose receipts. You're gonna wanna take a picture of your receipt and easily upload it to QuickBooks. And you're also gonna wanna separate, right? Listen to this, separate your personal expenses and your business expenses. So you're gonna need a business account. And I know this is where it can kind of get overwhelming because there's just so many options out there, but I have a simple option for you, and that is North One, who's actually the sponsor of today's video. So North One makes the hardest part about running a business really easy. So it's actually a platform designed for small business owners, freelancers, entrepreneurs, and they really just help you save time and really cut out the stress around business banking. So it's super easy and fast to apply for a business account down on the link in the description. So once you're approved, you'll get a debit card sent out to you just like this. It looks really slick. So you really have the ability to handle all your banking needs straight from your phone or your computer, and you really never have to step in to a bank or branch ever again. I know I never do. I hate waiting in lines. Some other really cool benefits that I like is that you get free ACH transfers, you get no overdraft fees, you get to deposit for free at thousands of locations, and you get access to, like, I believe a couple million ATMs, and all that for a flat fee of like $10. That's just kind of unheard of. Like, compared to, you know, other options out there, that's really good. They really take pride in being transparent with no hidden fees. Another thing I like is that you can actually easily integrate your business account with QuickBooks and Airbnb just to make everything seamless and super easy. So if you're a small business owner and you're looking for a simple banking experience, go down below, click the link, and apply for a North One business account. And if you use my link, you'll get a free $10, so go check it out now. The third thing I learned is that some people just literally have no respect for your property and just don't care, and they just don't follow the rules. And it's crazy how, like, just a couple people will ruin it for everybody, and because of their instances and what they've done, I have security cameras now. For example, some people just bring dogs and let them crap wherever and leave food everywhere, just leave a big mess, and they don't clean up after their pets. And so, you know, that causes my cleaner and more stress and more to clean. And so it's just, I had to get security cameras now because I say no pets in my listing, but people still bring them anyways. But now I can actually prove it and tell Airbnb, like, hey, they actually have pets that came in. Here's some video or picture proof. And also I can just track people who are coming inside of my house. So definitely get cameras. It's something I learned the hard way. And I think it's like you can buy some decent cameras for between $100, $200, so don't cheap out on that. The fourth thing I learned is not to overspend on premium linens, bedding, furnishings, because it's not that people don't care, they're just not aware. Maybe they don't care, I don't know. I'm just trying to be polite here. But and this is gonna save you thousands. I hope it saves you thousands, because I went like $80 sheets. Like, I was like, I want the best for people, because, you know, they're coming to my place, they're choosing my place, and that's something I can advertise to in my listing, that you got the 660 quality linen bedding. What I come to learn and find out is most people just don't really care as far as, like, you know, the quality of that. They don't even know. I know too much about bedding, more than I ever thought I would know about bedding now that I'm an Airbnb host. But so I went all out and doing my best, the best quilts. But here's the problem with that. First off, it made my cleaner's job a lot harder because I'm getting the highest quality, which means takes more of a dry time. And so first off, that slowed things down for my cleaner. And second of all, people just leave stains. There's a lot of sex happening at my place. I don't know if I should leave that in the video. No, it just happens, right? Like, people just do. We get a lot of anniversaries, married couples, and people that are just getting married, especially this past couple months. Yeah, there's been a lot of people that, you know, getting married and want to stay at my place. And that's awesome. But some people just don't care about my white sheets, my white quilts, my white towels, and they're stained. Right? And so I'm not gonna buy super expensive sheets and linens and things like that, even furniture, like, anymore, because people scratch up your tables and things like that. And it's just, you know, they're just having a good time, whatever. They're paying to be there, you know, they're not trying to purposely ruin your house, but it's part of the business. And I'm not gonna cheap out, but I'm not gonna go super luxury premium either. I'm gonna find the happy medium, which is what I've done. And so, like, literally spent thousands of dollars in sheets and all this stuff, and now it's just gone to waste because I had to rebuy them. And I recommend definitely having a set of 3 each, because there's gonna be stains and things that happen. So have 3 sets of each. But overall, Airbnb's just been incredible. I don't regret it. Right? I've had a couple bad experiences already in the past 2 months, but it doesn't change my mind about wanting to do it. I've already met a couple subscribers, you guys staying at my place, and, you know, we met up, went out to eat, and it's really cool that my house can be a place where people get together, really connect. They were actually on their 5th year anniversary. It was really cool because I celebrated my 5th anniversary this year as well. Yeah, that's pretty much my experience. You know, if you're interested in a one-on-one with me, I only have a few spots on my calendar. And if you want to talk Airbnb, you know, how to, you know, set it up for success, automate things, become an Airbnb superhost quickly, or you just want to just learn the basics of how to set it up successfully to be passive for you. Just click the link in the description, and we'll get connected. But until then, I'll see you guys in the next video. Wait, if you're still here, what do you guys think about my new setup? Does it kind of remind you of the setup in the A-frame, where I'm like sitting at the table and there's like lights in the back? Yeah, so this is my dining room, that's my living room, and things are slowly getting put together and in place. And it's funny because yeah, this is the only room so far that's set up, because I mean, like I said, we're doing the remodel mainly ourselves, and so it's just taking forever. It's just taking time. It's just taking a lot of time. So this is the only place in the house where it's completely 99% done. And so, and it has to be the place where you relax too. It has to be, because when you're coming home from a long day of work, or when you're just outside working and remodeling, you just want a place to relax. And so we made sure that the living room and the dining room is a place where we can relax and still have friends over and commune together and eat together. And so this was definitely the first priority, is having this all set up. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Hope you guys are doing well. God bless.